जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय श्री श्री राधा माधव की, श्रील प्रभुपाद की। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Okay. Today we are reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 4, The Creation of the Fourth Order, Chapter 20, Lord Vishnu's Appearance in the Sacrificial Arena, verse number 12. भिन्नस्य लिङ्गस्य गुणप्रवाहो द्रव्यक्रियाकारकचेतनात्मना दृष्टासु सम्पत्सु विपत्सु सूरयो न विक्रियन्ते मयि बद्ध सहुर्दा। भिन्नस्य लिङ्गस्य गुणप्रवाहो द्रव्यक्रियाकारकचेतनात्मना दृष्टासु सम्पत्सु विपत्सु सूरयो न विक्रियन्ते मयि बद्ध सहुर्दा। भिन्नस्य लिङ्गस्य गुणप्रवाहो द्रव्यक्रियाकारकचेतनात्मना दृष्टासु सम्पत्सु विपत्सु सूरयो न विक्रियन्ते मयि बद्ध सहुर्दा। भिन्नस्य लिङ्गस्य गुणप्रवाहो द्रव्यक्रियाकारकचेतनात्मना दृष्टासु सम्पत्सु विपत्सु सूरयो न विक्रियन्ते मयि बद्ध सहुर्दा। भिन्नस्य लिङ्गस्य गुणप्रवाहो द्रव्यक्रियाकारकचेतनात्मना दृष्टासु सम्पत्सु विपत्सु सूरयो न विक्रियन्ते मयि बद्धसौर्धा भिन्नस्य लिङ्गस्य गुणप्रवाहो द्रव्यक्रियाकारकचेतनात्मना दृष्टासु सम्पत्सु विपत्सु सूरयो न विक्रियन्ते मयि बद्धसौहृदा। माताजी भिन्नस्य लिङ्गस्य गुणप्रवाहो द्रव्यक्रियाकारकचेतनात्मना दृष्टासु सम्पत्सु विपत्सु सूरयो न विक्रियन्ति मयि बद्धसौहृदा। भिन्नस्य लिङ्गस्य गुणप्रवाहो द्रव्यक्रियाकारचेतनात्मना दृष्टासु सम्पत्सु विपत्सु सूरयो न विक्रियन्ते मयि बद्धसौहृदा। भिन्नस्य different, lingasya of the body, guna of the three modes of material nature, pravaha the constant change, dravya physical elements, kriya activities of the senses, karaka demigods, chetana and the mind, atmana consisting of, drishtasu when experienced, sampatsu happiness, vipatsu distress, suraya those who are advanced in knowledge, na never, vikriyante become disturbed, mai unto me, baddha sauharda bound in friendship. Translation and purport by Srila Prabhupada. Translation. Lord Vishnu told King Prithu, my dear king, the constant change of this material world is due to the interaction of the three modes of material nature. The five elements, the senses, the demigods who control the senses, as well as the mind, which is agitated by the spirit soul. All this taken together comprise the body. Since the spirit soul is completely different from this combination of gross and subtle material elements, my devotee is connected with me in intense friendship and affection. Being completely in knowledge, is never agitated by material happiness and distress. Purport by Srila Prabhupada. The question may be raised that if the living entity has to act as a superintendent of the activities of the bodily combination, then how can he be indifferent to the activities of the body? The answer is given here. These activities are completely different from the activities of the spirit soul of the living entity. A crude example can be given in this connection. A businessman riding in a motor car sits in the car, supervises its running and advises the driver. He knows how much gasoline is used up. and he knows everything about the car, but still he is apart from the car and is more concerned with his business. Even while riding in the car, he thinks of his business and his office. He has no connection with the car, although he is sitting there. As a businessman is always absorbed in thoughts of his business, so the living entity can be absorbed in thoughts of rendering loving service to the Lord. Then it will be possible to remain separate from the activities of the material body. This position of neutrality can be possible only for a devotee. The word Baddha Sahurda, bound in friendship, is particularly used here. Karmis, Jnanis and Yogis cannot be bound in devotional service. Karmis fully engage in the activities of the body. Their aim of life is to give comfort to the body only. Jnanis try to get out of entanglement by philosophical speculation, but they have no standing in the liberated position. Because they do not take shelter on the lotus feet of the Lord, they fall down from the exalted position of Brahm realization. Yogis also have a bodily conception of life. They think that they can achieve something spiritual by exercising the body. Although dharana, asana, pranayam, etc., through dharana, asana, pranayam, etc., a devotee's position is always transcendental because of his intimate relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, to remain always aloof from the actions and reactions of the body and engage in one's real occupation, namely rendering service to the Lord, can be possible only for devotees. Om Agyan Timirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshu Unmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Nama Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So we continue to discuss the instructions of Lord Vishnu to Maharaj Prithu and others. And yesterday we discussed that how the soul is different from the body. The body is made of 24 elements, and body is having no consciousness, it's matter and temporary. The soul has consciousness, is spiritual and is permanent. So this permanent soul inside temporary body is not a compatible situation. So today we will discuss this verse and understand how these 24 elements function and how they interact with each other and how the soul can be aloof from these activities. So the soul is covered by two bodies. One is subtle body and another is gross body. Just like a man may wear a shirt and then a coat, two coverings. So subtle body, then gross body. This gross body is what you can see. It consists of earth, water, fire, air. It is made of earth, water, fire, air, ether. And it has five karmendriyas and five jnanendriyas, five information gathering senses: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. And five working senses: hands, legs, mouth, genitals, anus. Then there is subtle body, inside this body, that's made of mind, intelligence, false ego. Then there is soul proper. Now, when the soul comes to the material world, the soul is under the three modes of material nature. That is called conditioned soul, Baddha Atma. Just like in prison, the freedom is restricted. So it's a conditional existence in the prison. There is no equal freedom like other citizens. So coming to the material world, our freedom is restricted by material nature, the three modes. Mother Durga, she is a prison officer, and she uses the three modes to control us. So under the three modes, the soul is conditioned soul. And the false ego is a neighbor of the soul. The function of the false ego is to provide an identity to the soul. The function of mind is to think, feel, will, make desires, keep memories. And the function of intelligence is to take decisions. So the soul, the real identity is I am servant of Krishna. But in the material world, the false ego gives a false identity to the soul. And the false identity is I am boy, I am girl, I am father, I am mother, I am dog, I am pig, I am bird, I am fish, I am plant, I am tree, I am snake, I am doctor, I am lawyer. All these are false identities. So based on the false identity, the mind produces a list of desires or objects which the mind thinks will make me happy. But these are all false. When I think I am a boy, mind will give a list. You will be happy if you get football, or you get a bike, or iPhone, or shoes, or shirt and jeans, or a girlfriend, or Lakshmi. Soul has nothing to do with all this. It is a false identity by which the mind has created a list. And the list is too vast. And whole life we are busy fulfilling that list. If I am a girl, then the mind makes a new list. To get sari, or sandal, or purse, or lipstick, or jewelry, or a boyfriend, or whatever girls like. If I think I am a dog, then the list will be, if I get food and a female dog. If I think I am a pig, then the list will be fresh stool or a female pig. If I think I am a manager, then the list will change. If I get a cabin and a laptop and a secretary and a phone and a desk and a project and some subordinates. If I think I am a cleaner, then the list will be a broom or a vacuum cleaner, a mop, and nobody to disturb me while cleaning. You see, soul has nothing to do with all this. But there is an identity imposed on the soul. Just like you go to office, you get a designation and a profile. And your happiness and distress is connected to that profile. If you are on a project and everybody is not performing, then you will be in distress. Suppose tomorrow you are shifted from that project to another project where everybody is performing. Will you be bothered about the previous project? No. Here you will be happy. Our happiness and distress is connected to the profile in the office. In the same way, our happiness and distress has been connected to the fulfillment of desires given by the mind based on the false identity. Soul doesn't know what is football or what is purse or what is samosa or what is rasgulla. Soul has nothing to do with all this. But because of the false identity, these objects become sense objects for the soul. And the whole life is struggle to fulfill those desires, to come in contact with these objects. And when the contact happens, when the desire is fulfilled, there is experience of happiness. When the contact doesn't happen, the desire is not fulfilled, there is experience of distress. So this mind makes desires, and we work hard to fulfill those desires, thinking that if the desire is fulfilled, if the object is obtained, I will be happy. Imagine, you know what is a block diagram? So first block, body. Second block, mind. Third block, intelligence. Then soul. So this is a system with 3 blocks, major. Are you okay with that? You want me to draw? No, okay, right? So every system has an input. So this system has 5 inputs. What are the 5 inputs? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. If somebody is alive and these 5 senses are not working, he cannot do anything, even though he is alive. Because there is no input. Imagine you have a first class computer with no keyboard, with no mouse and no touch screen. There is no way to give input to the computer. What will you do with it? Even if it is first class CPU. So input is required for processing. So there are 5 inputs: eyes, ears, nose, tongue, skin. They receive knowledge. How do you know I am speaking? Your ears are giving information, Prabhu is speaking. How do you know Radha Gopinath has wore blue today? Your eyes is giving you information. How do you know it's cold today? Your skin is giving you information. How do you know what you eat is sweet? Your tongue is giving you information. If you touch the eatable to the nose or the ear, you cannot know it is sweet. Only tongue can carry that data. If your nose comes in contact with the deity, you cannot know it is wearing blue color. Only eyes can carry that data. So every object has 5 datas. The form or the color, the shape, and the sound, and the taste, touch and smell. And different senses carry that data. So this data goes as input to the body, which gives to the mind. And mind processes it and gives output. That is called desire. And that desire goes to intelligence. Mind's output is intelligence input, the third block. And intelligence processes and a decision is happening, and the whole system operates on that decision. You are with me? Suppose there is ice cream in front of you right now. Ice cream available. How do you know? Eyes. Your eyes will input the data to the system. Ice cream is available. Where will this information go? Ice cream is available. From eyes to mind. Mind will process this information, and output will come out of the mind. What is output? Eat ice cream. That is called desire. This eat ice cream desire output is based on past memory of the mind, in which last time when we ate ice cream it was nice. So the memory is also in the mind, that last time ice cream was nice, so I can eat it again. So mind gives desire, eat ice cream. But mind cannot go out and eat. Mind cannot control the body. Mind can only produce desires. So mind's output is input of intelligence. Mind communicates to the intelligence, let's eat ice cream. Now intelligence has to decide. And intelligence will say, look, class is going on. How can we eat ice cream like this? Doesn't look nice. So we will not eat ice cream. Intelligence takes decision not to eat now. Matter is over? No. Because mind is very powerful. Mind says, look, this fellow will give so big class, the ice cream will melt. Then you will not enjoy. Eat it now. Intelligence says, look, nobody is eating. If I eat alone, doesn't look good. Altar is also open. Mind says, that's why I told you to sit in the back. If you sit in the corner, nobody can see you. Or why don't you go out, eat and come back? 2 minutes if you miss class, what is the big deal? Anyway, it's same every day. So mind and intelligence are in conflict. Or another example, suppose a boy is walking on the street and he sees a display of cigarette. Cigarette available. How he comes to know? Eyes. Eyes give information, cigarette available to the mind. And mind produces desire. Smoke cigarette. Those who smoke, they get this desire. Those who don't smoke, they also can get this desire. Or pizza available, ice cream available, whatever the object is. So mind will tell intelligence, let's smoke cigarette. Intelligence will say, look, we will not smoke cigarette. Smoking is injurious to health. You get cancer. It's written on the packet also. So we will not smoke. But the mind is very strong. Mind tells intelligence, look, if you 10 cigarette you smoke, you get cancer. One doesn't give cancer. One is not a big deal. We will just take one. We are not going to take 10. One is okay. Intelligence says, look, yesterday also you said one and had 5. Don't you remember? That's not good. It's a bad habit we will not take. Mind says, look, last, only one. Today I will not tell you. Last chance, only one. After this I will never tell you. Only one we will smoke. Intelligence, last 3 years you are saying last, but no last is coming. You see this mind and intelligence in conflict? Who is superior? Intelligence. Who wins? Mind. Intelligence is superior to the mind, but still mind wins because mind overpowers the strength of intelligence. And when mind wins, intelligence takes a decision, okay, let's smoke cigarette. Then intelligence will direct the legs to walk towards the shop. Intelligence will direct the hands to pick up a cigarette and pay for it. And the smoking will happen. And eyes happy, tongue happy, hands happy, legs happy, everybody happy. Happy why? Because cigarette is interesting? No, happy why? Because desire is fulfilled. So when there is a bad habit, this happens. If intelligence is not just superior, but also stronger than the mind, the intelligence can tell the mind, no, we will not smoke cigarette. Mind will say, okay, don't shout, let's go home. But can we shout at our mind? No. Because we are weak. Our mind has overpowered our intelligence. And we are swaying under the bad habit. So we don't shout at our mind. So whole life is governed by the mind. Mind is the boss. So there is no happiness actually available. It's the imagination. When we put some sweet, say gulab jamun in the mouth, as soon as the sweet touches the mouth, we feel happy. Right? You have that experience? Why we feel happy? Anybody knows how to make gulab jamun here? Nobody? Mataji? What are the ingredients? So when Mataji makes gulab jamun, she puts milk powder, cream, flour, sugar, fire, ghee, right? So the combination of milk powder, flour, sugar, ghee is in your hand. Do you put happiness also in that? 2 kilogram of happiness? No. So there is an object in your hand which contains milk powder, which contains flour, which contains fire, which contains ghee, which contains cream, but it doesn't contain happiness. That's clear, right? She didn't put. Now that object comes on your tongue, you feel happy. From where did this happiness come? It was not in gulab jamun. So from where did it come? It's our imagination. What happens is there's a list of desires in the heart. One of the desire is to eat gulab jamun. And when that list, the entry is fulfilled, there's a check mark, desire fulfilled. Because of that check mark, we feel happy. Like suppose you have 5 tasks to do in the office. First one is done, check mark. Do you feel happy? Even if you hate the task, hate doing the task, but check mark gives you happiness. You did the task and you are happy. You hate the task, how you are happy? Because you check mark. So, when we check mark the desire, eat gulab jamun, we feel happy. There is no happiness in gulab jamun. It is in check mark, fulfilling of desire. You are with me? And the list is dynamic. As soon as you check mark, a new entry comes in the list. Eat one more gulab jamun. So eat the second one, again check mark, again you are happy. And dynamically third entry comes, eat third gulab jamun. Again same process, eat 10 gulab jamuns. After 10 there is no entry of 11th. Bas ho gaya. Enough. Now if your friend forces you to eat a gulab jamun, there will be a fight. Because now there is no entry. Now there is no desire. Now the desire will come after 3 hours. Or tomorrow. Or next festival. Whatever it is. Now there will be a fight if somebody forces a gulab jamun in your mouth. Same object which gave you happiness few minutes before, now is not giving you happiness. Why? Because there is no entry. Right? Suppose somebody gives you latest model of iPhone. Will you be happy? Because there is an entry. Suppose somebody gives you 20 years old model of iPhone. Will you be happy? Because there is no entry. No check mark. Some boys play football. You know football? And they kick the ball hours together so that it goes into a particular location. Now you tell me what tangible benefit anybody gets in the world by kicking the ball to a particular location. Any tangible benefit? But they sweat like anything. If it goes in the net, he is happy. If it goes 1 centimeter outside the net, he is not happy. Why? Because there is entry. If I kick the ball in this location, I will be happy. If it goes in this location, there is no such entry, so you will not be happy. Otherwise, there is no tangible benefit kicking a ball. But they all have an entry. Arey, make a bigger net, 2-3 kilometer. Keep kicking balls. Or why don't you purchase 20 balls, give one to everybody? Keep kicking balls. No. There has to be resistance. Somebody has to oppose, and still I should shoot. So there is no tangible benefit kicking a ball at a particular location. But there's an entry in the mind that if I kick this ball in that location when everybody is opposing, I'll be successful. So when that happens, tick mark, check mark, and I am happy. And when it doesn't happen, I am in distress. You're with me? So happiness is imagination. It's just fulfillment of desire. It is not a tangible experience or availability in this material world, which is dukkhalayam ashashvatam, full of miseries. Like for example, on the crude level, this glass is a tangible item. Like this happiness is not a tangible item, it is only our imagination. When desire is fulfilled, we are happy. When desire is not fulfilled, we are in distress. Now tell me, how many desires we have whole life? Millions? Unlimited? How many will be fulfilled? 0.0001%. How many will be unfulfilled? 99.99999%. So we'll be happy or distressed? Because our happiness depends on check mark. Because our happiness depends on check mark, and very few check marks are going to happen in the world. So most of us will be unhappy. This is a very wrong way of living life. This is a wrong way of being happy. So mind, intelligence, false ego, they are subtle body. And they are always fighting in conflict to fulfill desires. Intelligence is superior, but mind overpowers. And this is called samsara. This is the material existence. Going on, going on, going on. What is soul's role in this? Nothing. Soul's role is nothing. Because false ego has taken over. Mind has taken over. The subtle body has taken over. Soul's role is nothing. It is happening because of the presence of the soul. If the soul is not there, all this will not happen. It is happening because of the presence of the soul. But soul's role is nothing. Like whatever is happening on the road is because of the presence of the sun or light. If sun is not there, would the city move like this? Or light is not there? No, if you can't see, you cannot move. You cannot move in the dark. It's happening because of the presence of the sun. But sun has nothing to do with it. Right? You're with me? Sun is neutral. Some car goes left, some car goes right. It's happening because of the road, but road has nothing to do with it. In the same way, soul is just passive. By soul's present, movement happens. But soul is not doing it. Soul is just passive. And mind has taken over. Just like suppose somebody first time comes to Sydney for sightseeing. He doesn't know what to do. He has desire of sightseeing, that's all. And money. So a tourist guide will be there. He will take over his schedule. Say, sir, let's go to that bridge. See that it, you will be happy. Let's go to Opera House. You will be happy. Eat in this restaurant. You will be happy. Sleep in this hotel. You will be happy. Visit North Sydney Radha Gopinath temple. You will be most happy. If he is a good tourist guide. So what is happening? The schedule is taken over by a tourist guide. His purpose was sightseeing, that's all. In the same way, the soul comes to the material world with the purpose of enjoyment. And the schedule is taken over by the mind. Mind is same in all life, in all species. But mind is fed by the false ego. That you are a boy, you are a girl, you are a dog, you are a cat. And mind makes a list, a dynamic list. And whole life works hard to fulfill this list. And when the entry in the list is fulfilled, we feel happy. When the entry is not fulfilled, we feel distress. What we have to do with this? Nothing. So it is utter foolishness to identify ourselves with this body and get involved. Suppose a manager goes to the office and sees the office is unclean. The cleaner has not done his job. And the manager spends 8 hours cleaning the office, every desk, every chair, every floor and toilets and walls and ceilings. Did he do a good job? He did first class cleaning. But is it to be appreciated? Yes or no? Why? Such a nice cleaning. Arey Baba, that's not your job. You have to make sure the cleaner works. That is your job. You clean, that's not your job. Right? He took a wrong profile. And even if he's perfect executor and performer on the wrong profile, he is foolish. Right? So I am servant of Krishna. But now I am thinking, I am something else. I am father, I am mother, I am husband, I am wife, I am manager, I am lawyer, I am Indian, I am American, I am Australian. And I am perfect performer of that profile. That's foolishness. A good mother, a good father, a good husband, a good wife. No. Be a good devotee and do your varnashram duties as we discussed. Varnashram duty should be done as service to Krishna. Good mother means make sure the child is healthy, educated, having clothes, toys, food, accommodation, and become a devotee and doesn't go to any other mother's womb again. What the use of being a good mother, making sure the child eats nicely, becomes healthy, gets educated, grows up, have a career, marries, have children, house, car, and next life becomes a dog? Then what did you do for your child? Or next time again goes to the womb of another mother. So Krishna consciousness should be there. Then that varnashram duty is perfect. The duty should be done to render service to Krishna, not for some material result. So we should be good father, good mother, which means should be Krishna conscious, our children should be Krishna conscious. Otherwise even cow is good mother, takes care of the calf. Even dog is good mother, takes care of the puppy. Animals are also good mother and father. But humans have higher intelligence to escape the cycle of birth and death. So just like you sit in Uber taxi or a bus, what do? Drive the bus? No, nothing. You just sit as a passenger, the boss goes on the route. So soul is sitting in this body as a passenger. And the body is going as per the mind. Mind is the driver, mind and intelligence are the drivers. We are not in charge here. When we serve Krishna, then we become in charge. We use our eyes to see Krishna, we use our mind to think of Krishna, we use our intelligence to decide what is favorable for my bhakti. Then this happiness and distress doesn't matter. Matra sparshastu konteya shitoshna sukha dukkhada. Just like summer and winter don't matter, we are neutral. So when we are attached to Krishna, we are neutral to happiness and distress. Prahlad Maharaj, he is being tormented and tortured and repeatedly attempted to be killed by Hiranyakashipu. What did he do? Seek protection from somebody? Ran away from the house? Dial the cops? Or child helpline? Or complain to mother? Or pray to Vishnu for protection? No, he just kept chanting. Doesn't matter to him. So his happiness and distress is illusory, it's an imagination. A devotee should not get involved. He should just be busy 24 hours serving Krishna. Distress will come and go. Happiness will come and go. We just continue to serve Krishna. Of course, in conditional life, it's easy to say, but we do get affected by the sense contact. So we protect ourselves. We situate ourselves in that standard of living where our bhakti is not disturbed. So if it is winter, we wear a jacket. If it is rainy, we put an umbrella. We put shoes. That's fine. But it should not be in bodily conception of life. You should not think, I am this body. This body is a tool to express my love to Krishna. But finally, this body also has to be exited. We have to leave this body and go back to Krishna. So we use this body to exit the body. Not become so attached to the body that I am this body. We use this world to exit the world. Just like if somebody is walking barefoot in the forest and one thorn pricks in his leg and it's paining, how will he remove the thorn? He will take another thorn, second thorn, and the second thorn, remove the first thorn. After that, he'll throw both the thorn. He will not say, first thorn gave me pain, bad thorn, second thorn so good, put it in the pocket. No, both thorn you have to throw. So this body will give pain, and this body also will help you to exit from this body. This material world will help us to exit from the material world. The same gate by which we come inside the material world or the prison, the same gate we can go outside the prison. So we keep the body healthy, maintain the body so that we can serve Krishna. But the goal of life should be to serve Krishna. Then we come out of this happiness and distress. Let's not get involved in pain and pleasure. Just serve Krishna. That is real happiness. Srimati Radharani is quoted in Chaitanya Chaitamrita that, my dear Krishna, if by my pain you feel happiness, that pain is my highest happiness. If Radharani cannot cook for Krishna, she gets very heavy fever. But if she can cook for Krishna in that fever condition, in front of the fire, she feels that fire cool. Because the real happiness is serving Krishna. That's our constitutional position. That's not an imagination. That's not a check mark. Like baby. A crying baby you put in the lap of mother, baby is happy. Why? What does baby get in the lap? It's a natural relationship. If the 10 ladies in the room and baby is crying and you put the baby in the lap of each lady, in whose lap baby will stop crying? Miss Universe. Mother's lap. What baby has to do with Miss Universe? Beauty queen. Baby wants own mother. Why? Baby doesn't identify the face of mother. Baby identifies the lap of mother. It's a natural relationship. So when we go to Gopinath, we are happy because it's a natural relationship. It's not because of some desire fulfilled or some check mark. No, it's a natural relationship. Fish going back in water. Anybody else you go, you take shelter of money, you take shelter of partner, you take shelter of movie, you go and walk in a park, you eat in restaurant, you read a novel, you watch a movie, whatever, you take shelter, you'll never be happy because it's not a natural relationship. The only natural relationship is baby going to the lap of the mother, we going to Krishna. So let's not search for happiness, it doesn't exist, it's an imagination. Let's not worry about distress, be neutral to both. How? By being attached to Krishna. Unless we are attached to Krishna, this cannot happen, neutrality cannot happen. And how do we get attached to Krishna? By hearing about Krishna. When we chant, we hear the holy name. We sit in Bhagavatam class and hear. We read Bhagavatam, we do service, we attend Mangalarati, Guru Puja. We get attached to Krishna. Rukmini Devi's marriage was fixed with Shishupal. But she wrote a letter to Krishna that I want to marry you. She never met Krishna, she never saw Krishna. But she had so much love for Krishna. How? Because she heard about Krishna from Narad Muni. The wives of the Brahmanas in Vrindavan, they had love for Krishna, they never saw Krishna because they heard about Krishna from the various lady vendors who would come and sell things. In the same way, we hear Bhagavatam, we develop love for Krishna. We develop attachment to Krishna. Then we'll be udasin, neutral to happiness and distress, sukha and dukkha. And that's the way to live in Sydney. That's the way to live in this world, to be attached to Krishna. If you're attached to anything else, like we discussed 5 attachments yesterday, we will stay in Sydney. We'll never go back to Golok Vrindavan. So by regularly chanting and hearing, we increase our attachment to Krishna. That's the only purpose of staying in this world. To increase our attachment to Krishna and finally make it 100% and go back to Krishna, who is waiting for us since millions of years. Don't come back to Sydney again. Don't come back to this material world again. Bhakti Siddhanta Swami Thakur used to say, this world is not a fit place for a gentleman to stay. As early as possible, finish your business and quit. Just like you go to toilet. As early as possible, you finish your business and quit. You don't sit there few hours. Okay, let me enjoy the scene. No. Finish your business and quit. This world is a dirty toilet. Finish your business and quit. But some people are busy making the toilet 5-star toilet. Making the prison 5-star prison. That's foolishness. So we quit this world and go back to Krishna and sing, dance, enjoy, eat laddu peda with Krishna. Why to waste time here? So by coming to ISKCON, we are having this opportunity that next few years, if we do nice bhakti, we'll see Shyam Sundar Gopinath face to face in the spiritual world. And when you go to spiritual worlds, Krishna will be so happy with tears in his eyes. He will embrace you and tell you, Edward, where were you? All this while I was waiting for you. What were you doing in Sydney? Come and have feast. And you will see him, you will say, Arey, I saw you in Sydney. You are same person? Same Krishna right here. So we just engage in his service. So next few years we take care of our sadhana, then this experience is ours. This visit to spiritual world is ours. And if you don't do nice sadhana, then next life again you have to go to school. Again you have to do ABCD. Again you have to do 2 1s are 2, 2 2s are 4. And again you have to do Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Baba black sheep. Whole business we'll have to do again. Millions of times we have done this. The syllabus is not changing. Same thing is going to happen. So let's be very, very serious in our bhakti. Okay, we'll end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. Any comments or questions you may please ask. Yes. Hare Krishna. We keep hearing. We keep hearing, the illusion gets cut. Like a tree, you cut with an axe. In one shot it will not cut. You hit. After 100 shots, it will cut. You say first 99 was waste, last one was better. No. Every time a cut is happening. So we keep hearing Bhagavatam, illusion is getting cut, cut, cut. One day you will catch fire. You say, wow, this makes sense. Right? So this is called revealed knowledge. This is not academic knowledge that if I study hard I will understand. This is revealed knowledge by service attitude. So we give very submissive oral reception, very submissively we sit in a class, pay obeisances to the Lord and Bhagavatam and do our service. This knowledge will be revealed in the heart. There's some revelation, that's why you are still here. So more revelation will happen. So this is revealed knowledge by service, by submissive hearing. So we keep doing this process. If a small child is there and you show a $50 golden note and you show A4 size big golden paper, which one the child will choose? Yeah, because he doesn't have knowledge that this $50 can purchase 50 such papers. So we don't have knowledge. So we choose something which is attractive to our senses, our eyes, something golden, something glittering. Right? Over Gopinath we choose $50 per hour. Right? Because we do not have knowledge. When a child gets knowledge, he will pick up the $50. Because he knows 50 papers I can purchase. So the knowledge we are yet to receive. So we keep trying. When the child grows up, it will happen. So we have to grow up in bhakti. So by keep hearing and chanting, one day we'll choose Gopinath over dollars. Yeah? Okay. Yes, Ram Nam Prabhu. So, let's not search for rasa. When you take medicine, do you search for the tasty medicine? Do you go to pharmacy and say, give me that medicine which is most tasty, yummy, 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 yummy medicine? Or do you say, give me blue colored medicine, my favorite color is blue. Give me yellow, my friend has yellow medicine, I also want yellow medicine. No. We take those medicine which is prescribed to us by the GP. Right? So here is GP Gopinath, Dr. Gopinath. And there is Srila Prabhupada. They have prescribed Mangala Arati, 16 rounds, Guru Puja, Bhagavatam class. No rasa, no problem. This is prescribed, let me do it, RX. So let's not take decision based on rasa or taste. That is Raganuga Bhakti. Now we are doing Vaidhi Bhakti, on obedience, on prescription. So what is prescribed we do, not what we like we do. At the same time, there is nothing to be worried about. There is lots of rasa in just seeing Gopinath. Come into a temple and see and pay obeisances. You will find calm and peaceful in the heart. There is lots of rasa in chanting and dancing in the arti. There are lots of rasa in hearing Bhagavatam. I mean, mine may be boring, but others are good. The lots of rasa in chanting, we'll get that taste. And definitely prasadam. So out of this, whatever you like most, you do more. Right? So if you're finding rasa, wherever you find, you do that more in Krishna consciousness. Somebody likes painting, somebody likes making garland, somebody likes arti, somebody likes singing. But as a mature devotee, we should understand decisions are not based on rasa or taste, it's based on prescription. What is prescribed to me, let me do it for my cure. Even if it is bitter, even if I dislike, even if I don't like, let me do it because it's prescribed to me by Dr. Gopinath. It's for my cure. We are patients. Patients can't change the demand a menu, right? They have to take what is diet prescribed to them. Okay? Yeah. Next, yes, Prabhu. Ishwar Prabhu. Next. Well, I like your statement when you say it's easy to understand. The soul has free will and falls down and goes back. Because many scholars are struggling with it. The fall down theory is big challenge. Having said that, these Shaktis are conscious and they are highly cooperative to Krishna. So cooperative that whatever Krishna desires, the desire which comes to Krishna first comes to them. That what Krishna is going to desire. And they are so cooperative, they fulfill Krishna's desire. So, for example, if Krishna is thinking of the mango, before he thinks there is mango in his hand, cut everything nice. Because his devotees serve him first class before he desires. So, they have free will, the Shaktis, and they are cooperative, they are obedient. For them, Krishna's pleasure and service is the only thing, like Hanuman. Whatever Ram wants, he will do. If Ram says jump, he will say how high. Right? So they have free will, they are very cooperative. Well, the possibility that what if they misuse their free will, that's possible. Everything is possible. We cannot say it's impossible. But there are others who will take care. Just because one is not there doesn't mean there is a vacancy. There are others who will take care. If one monkey doesn't jump, there are lakhs of other monkeys who will jump. Okay? So they are not mechanical objects where Krishna is pushing button. They love Krishna and because of that love they are ready to do anything for Krishna. Even in material world, because of love, mother does so much for the child. Imagine that love multiplied by millions. That is the love Krishna and devotees have. Right? So that love is very big force, very big force. Because of that love, all this is possible. Okay? Next question. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said no longer you have to go to forest and do 30,000-40,000 year tapasya, staying naked in the under the tree. No longer you have to learn Sanskrit mantras and pronounce and put ghee in fire and say swaha. You just have to chant Hare Krishna. So whatever you are attracted in the material world, connected to Krishna. If you are attracted to singing and music, participate in kirtan. If you are attracted in knowledge, read Bhagavatam. If you are attracted making friends, make friends with devotees. If you are attracted for vacation, go to Vrindavan Dham. If you are attracted, whatever, if you are attracted to eating, have prasad. That's called davate. So whatever is attractive, you connect it to Krishna. So then we can enjoy Krishna consciousness, chant, dance and feast. Right? Festivals are so joyful. Yeah. So some bitterness will be there. However sweet medicine is there, some bitterness will be there. It will not be equal to food. Right? So whatever we are attracted to, we connect it to Krishna. Okay? Yes, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Well, love is a very high thing. We start with faith. And when the faith is 100%, it's love. What is the difference between seed and fruit? Same. Seed is equal to fruit after some time. You put the seed, after some time it will become a fruit. So faith and love are same. Faith is seed, love is fruit. Faith after some time becomes fruit. So whatever we are doing now is going to increase our faith. And one day it will be love. And some attachment and love we have, that's why we are still continuing. It will become more and more. So let's not worry about that bhav. Let's keep serving Krishna. That bhav will come, that love will come. So something which is going to be a fruit, we don't have to worry. We just have to worry about watering the seed. So watering the faith means chanting and hearing and service. We keep watering the seed, fruit will come. We wait patiently for that day. So we do our sadhana bhakti. Fruit will come one day. Okay? Hare Krishna. Any more questions? Okay, we end here. Thank you very much. Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna.